se sola malungi busngin bergida rogui kot me kaya mare la ya technical problem maki la sumukli maki madia maki se jam de gire stata sebentar but anyway come tell namo 20 minutes after the so the please moktegar git magi amar on behalf of the president and myself we apologize. That was just all I'm halungil busngin le gorgo bi Marilyn, I know you're still here in Palau, you know, good evening to you. Directly, we're saying more people are I kill Palau. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Directly, we're saying more going no participate in the American Olympic. Welcome home. So, la President ang atel el almo sa the updates in Bugula mula sa ikil pa kung play ka number ikil. Tiya once a month. El show Melbourne mereka atalbui last November 14 el melatiang ala every month in comes up here emru take the talk show updates other pera mo kung pengala sa gire ke kadam karang ay kel kermi rokuya aspel answer ala kang ma answer my message book next talk show ma lo se sola marungil kusnga president kuwara ploon mululu ni tagaw po mo tigay kakite sola open the show hidro ba kay mo okay tululu
mal otalek odon mamang ng pablos kiman mertia odon saw merenga sulen mara klang tangat tel mera blumam gi kira bud nga gobel tigere olkera oldang sarang tem rubaga yimdeye wase nikro albura blulas mariam khamad magimad madat kirtigal tira marigel dun mariam khamad edre gamlat kirtigal togol ngalgel bela ngara kira blur bela ma al shet bela blur bela agionit mo kamta tertir mistri abuda rubaga yimal limrenga sulem kitangara egal holidays and the most importantly celebration aralem bagi man di meringa sulem resel koter tol tlangal tangat tel kam na maskmam uldur klia di tan ngargem mekelo bangamam emil skama mate al logi ungi el modagim pa mo sa amal kel de qawla bangale bagi celebrate ra holiday spirit el magal family magal other belau el qawl tigere en arabud en arate uren ke ol bang serbo baga kideregal ngit mon lom alira ablumam onon mu itay ga ma yero rogul gimoru ol nyak kap kalem melo tangasem kirela ablumam ma yero ngit abuda ma bal tigere ngan moral beklat yimal yero ngit ay ga rogul ngan klem Jesus Christus. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Tegi dere lal show ga president next time the lutur mo khasesem namo 2024. I say. So ungil best rah ungil Christmas mo ra beklar. So ra ngoram kita ke zara bululad tiktok tagal kain show mo me to ra ngara rabuai ma direct to ra tano plate ya kain show mo me ya mo tliber ka bagat mura basta madasta marungil busnge solang me boto mu show sola president have a line of things that he want to talk to us about madam satte al mga address ay gigit issues solang gel kermi wa omorek de sola sel por merga presidente kita mo sa ay gel kermi atange okay Mr. President
derma man solang Mr. Diaz otro mal lungil kabsinge
okay
وضع سوسراي بدون مرقاي مربوكل بلاو بدون ما يبيركلاي مع مسيل بلاو ما ضلوا البير غلولاو ministers vice president بكل لا ضلوا البي لما غبرنور شيء بكل بلو ما توقبت السوسر جيد ويل كريسماس هابي نيو يير المور بكل other بلاو ngara ngayang mor hotcharigi mangara ikra blur bela rela chils
I
كده matsadan mereka sulem Ertial luk da bertiang ya kaswes. Ukto ada du gida ma atrial beber gida mle qablulat. Gida mangal tangat albulu. One of the things I always share say akmu kalday kluang a radio station rigid mal beto ka talk show rigid tablo newspaper rigid ya population rigid amal kasay gidan a most informed society rablula diri ga ga mra sulala merlin diri ga Palau forum diri ga mal inform rigid di say agar lef atangara buaing ara girin mo na government rigid te government rigid rogoy mang sera dalas tela da dua kumara lo aseng before sera guran mora Solomon Islands gida mnonia teled mnonia skogil mnes lo tegidel dimlar vele dimel malta ma Solomon Islands el partra program lo daga del wil regal blue
wasi
te o ples sponsoring adra mrigel mutul tamam el mo mnonia teled el mora opening of course kada mo Mr. Sel opening na Pacific Games mal kada mo proud look adra Pacific Sel stadium ra Solomon Islands truel tela la sitting capacity rin era trigal adra klola emil tela el performers and performer sel tele guranda erul tela el agi mombe sarara leng nana barat maigal ge dangar vitani nana barat to sengar akmed lo del tela la ngase mo kasit ti klol bulu diga dirigal mo la sura sing abalwado waise diga tamal ngal tangat el kiera belul el sedro aseng trigi belungil besud waise selbak ngila rolet cleana rolet one of the things el trigi del seligra yimngara magatla ya blu ase ara mal cleana belumi
waise
kasi one kama kora agun more cell timer micro games ak remember cell timing present na kamera sing me second nding le make sure ang cell second at clean all night matutang cleanable
wasi
sige del mentality agira del
wasi
ser me lang kadreli tel uk public water gid man mongar alel mangat mo kartel balwadal I remember a time I said, "Tia Wistraudo."
Wasi, nakakita
oh, actually, that's the number one thing I said. Other I said, "What the clean up blue me? Klabokala blue me." We should be proud of that.
Lem lem takte president. Dira katat dal bang no ise muklungal long dibel ma o makartir ma. Lem lem takte. Di sera de bot sis per atselet top. Namos weder hostam close events.
So it's it's a good thing. Uplift travel. And and of course there was two reasons kadamlong. One, kadamlong aleng kada supporter analget. Of course a supporter sa leader tialuk event tertirm mar kadamo proud analget ayel accomplishment tertir tiga mle undo moraigal games. Tiada dil games ra Micronesia elang Pacific. El campitrom tira other Australia adra tiga ada New Caledonia maradra yagidele Tahiti como se tiene digo ya Francia tiga mal dim to kebel lolat yeah club tiga da Fiji di ergada they try their hardest and they broke their own records and they selula man los meani ada igel o meserang lagi man bigade o basket tiga man to emle bitra kwam got the gold in the end and this first game tira belam le bitra kwam se am no Mayalis, yeah, I'm not close toy. One of the things that I observed, hotel black carry overnight. Team Rakwama Kera Hotel. Arangalge, Akira Dormara School. Arangalge, they not complain. Say accommodation and providing.
Yeah, books about it.
Yeah, the other modern hosta providing. Kada mong black haru de usokol and that's we need to support our kids. Tiga develop a program so they can excel. Mga mal prouder team. But the other reason nga amlong mga level nga telul Prime Minister dimla kalborsel PIF. And that's the Prime Minister of Solomon Islands, ma Prime Minister of Fiji. Ada Fiji anugile. So triyam nar sege del event no se del mega meeting lo matri ngare imora program el duro rori sel program sel unlocking Pacific Blue Prosperity Pacific sel program sel ulda so lo hace aigal blue Pacific motma ekli adart el basent amdia manager tial the bir darter basent Rospegel camera kada rospegel right liro kada ngara erin di kada mangayo maringil kada manmol 100% sustainable management. Ongerum odel basent tri ada protecting. Se Palau ma Norway partial high level panel الولا المقطع المساعدين تيال أكتورا UN كذا من المساعدين دين أسيلو ده سباي 20 دوري دي كذا من سبلا كذا أمول بان إمورا PNMS كذا leadership كذا ترى دريليا سيرة تبورا غلاسكو 2021 المورتة كذا كاب إملوريا تلة المترا تيجا بيزوس فاونديشن يصير هذا بقول هذا عملتين هذا المرتير أسي كمان من هذا بيلا مغريم مرتير بلومام نجيل مغريم عنه سونو يقولين تاني سونو من هيلب برنامج را بروتكشن ما مغريم من إنجا يد المرة هذا بيزوس فاونديشن كملا بيزوس جيف بيزوس إنجيل أونر أمازون مغا اللي كلاودو بيجي تقرأ كونسرفيشن يصير هذا كاب يتيال بيزوس فاونديشن عملا عمود را كلوال بلو إكوادور كولومبيا Panama, Costa Rica. Ahí del foro blue amla motmage ukrulea cell area was a protected area tir other sea. Cell Bezos Foundation amlo help funding along with another 17 other philanthropy groups ma other governments and ukirela a funder tir. Mumle ultur segi de gora mga gora dimlo la se help prebela mama marto tial da bame. Ingi amal dimin se تاجي دي بيضة مقاسي اوي نجيل اتليستين
كده قدر كم ممبر ابي يا
شرطة ماشي نجيل ما بتقول بلو مقاسي اتلا البلو فايف اندي ويل شرطة ما قدم ده تودر ابي اي نقاسي او فايف لا سبيل دي كم انت بتقول بلو ما او انت خال ما شيء ما كذا قلت كذا من وضوء كذا نموت ما طلع PIF. Of course كذا من سويس برا PIF را last year. يا Minister Victor ما أرسل لنا SPC start الموضوع تريال Minister متيجي ولا لقى البرنامج را لقى بكل بلو. this سا وضبرا UN را سبتمبر تو سيمرو قدر لانشيني تو أي سرا لقى بلو. مقدم نستات الموضوع لقى البلو موضوع تيرا ستيجي دا سوام نمروري. أبيزوس فاونديشن أسي مرقدا إذا أقول كده أسي باي كاب إذا أناونس ما بلاد رو ستيجي دا أقول را باسيفيك. إسرا جيبورا يونا يجي أسي ميبي ما عملا مو إيتر بلا قوي. ندي كده قد المود تير. مقدم نورا PIF إذا برا PIF مقدم نورا سيد اللودر سي سيرول داسو مميلنا على لا PIF لو أسي أو يجي سبورتر تيرول داسو. دي تيجي تور برايم مينستر دي منا نغشي سيدا برا سولومون إذا يلا commitment ترتير مسيرة دا برا كاب and this is one of the things that announced in here along erul cheers o gadel cheers واسه يقال بلو أمنا مطمع يقال بسين تريال مقدرة هذا بير unfortunately أنو قال يدونا من French Polynesia دي هتصير part 3 دي يقال rest so 14 out of the 15 أملا commit ارتياجي the pledge الواسين 100% managed 30% protected من قال هذا بيزوس at first الغون مو start fund لبا 50 million دي يلقى شتى واسين ديك مو 100 million نقومنا يا هذا GEF عمله غونيل واسين يلا 125 million يقول ريت for the whole Pacific أترى مودرا 500 million so قدام لا رابان إمرا PLMS إيران Pacific so of course سيدم له غورا والسايد إيفنت را كاب دين أولو تلا يقالوا كرولا لا Pacific واسين كمان suffer the most راتورا climate change but again we're willing to do the most and help a planet together. A healthy ocean is a healthy planet. The other thing الغورا دي من هذا الشيرين سيرا تنغرا دبي UAE قدمنا أتندرا كاب متريال نلقي نغرسيا تيجي مسانغ لورو رايقال negotiations. Everything from loss and damage. That was concluded the first day. Mna start funding almost about 700 million. Seguiré la blulad. Malgierele somos adra blulad and the one disaster te malgierele. But at least mla mol. Kada mlisi set golo ase model out spela fossil fuels. That means model out spela alu. Di seltoya am lo degal sel mosois vertial cap. Te deu ase kado malas melong masons out spela. Ilagad mo ase tial klel dele lablulad. Temna otisel global stock take lo ase. Sel mlego lo gida 2015 el global ngariora 1.5 adegal sel del meigani. Ayel dorur el time adio bugida el budula 3 degrees. Ya 3 degrees ngarab lugul mergida adra Pacific ang la 8 feet underwater. Saya impacting. Mang kita melmol ngita ya dula blada se ali. Tiya kita doral budulngi ayon ngitr kami. Kumamru lagel seba mam ayon ngitr kami moru lagel seba mi. Lalu ngas kar tial luspela igal ngi au ule mom real da blula. Eta kay nga se rosi kay get rogur tial. Ngsil senda nuclear whatever ways and say that help el reduce again.
The more other India, mainland China, they're pollutant.
I'm going to tell CAP, at least that China will participate, and start a mega commitment. So, not as much as we want, but at least there's progress. And that's, say, I continue long discuss and try to come up with solutions. Because it's about solutions. At the end of the day, you have to compromise and come to solutions. You know, some of the things we learned, UAE, I just opened a solar power plant. 2 gigawatts. 2 gigawatts at 2,000 megawatts. A price of a solar plant produce tengi 1.38 cents a kilowatt. Saudi Arabia always say ngani ukdar lil solar lomgila batteri 8 cents a kilowatt. Ngodol yitiro say gagi de luk blam suwa maklol bulu. O yim de sem bring no morur tira price el mergam digin de se price el sil producing el mergam mal klol ngario tiri mos pe alu makama sa bay dimo 100% lagi murtura igal alulu
di ka bas te president adra waya Dubai adra Saudi I dirge member OPEC and that's where their money is na quasi akera kasi so either murtira se minimize the production musabera batteri maran marong ito ko ngai
arada actually are leading our renewable energy rela ablura wa Dubai ma yagi dele Saudi Arabia tigi amru la yel mqadala la solar field sedo sen 2 gigawatts ese 2 square kilometers aklo
zero bora Dubai mlargi ya kumle witness marong ngari omules ligagi dele panels ngarbe bula building malu bengara
well tiga di flat atamir tedimor abringa lage di sumil kadala a field bayda larbe bula building timor age der man daga dilo lage tedriga build a nuclear power plant letriga invest a solar around the world letriga energy producers emrena se alu adimral model soril mal energy producers mato they invest in nuclear they invest in converting solar to hydrogen. I get vector. So the buy will to spay oil and investor helper. That's what we need to tap into. Finding solutions.
Elon Musk tara give super smart latum la.
I see.
Gagidim la mitov dra why national television and say let's go back to nuclear. And kita perlu belajar lang atau baru otomela lah mengul la nuclear dia was. A question I say, what offer was I will build one for you. Would you do that? Or
you know, it's an important question and the helper other blue mo understanding. Kita dengelo ase ayel talmale la nuclear mora ablura Marshall Islands. Ayah tak terira. Di kita dengelo ase ada mereka dimlo oitiadu. Temur koma mudra yel weste kabering de galtingeti ungel agia Marcela I mean agia fact ela gadu kwa shabal chuk Fukushima mung tilo tsunami il tomali sel plant mung this they had a disaster the Fukushima is a good example of how to do it right why say our scientists that move safety they have radiometers and make sure levels are safe. Marada tilo, and then now they've all moved back. Why say? And all the way up from molecular tel plant na mosil Kenya. ela cell plant igel mle makitem lani blood treat the realm, and they're releasing a cell realm basically not treated, and it's the same kind of water nuclear power plants release all over the world. In fact, it's 10% that are releasing as SINA, which is below the WHO standards, and half of what Korea is releasing. So I'm letting you know that Shabal 45 plant regamil ngara blue Shabal blame shutdown rogui e on mara color Australia mertial blumiu e emlu like alcohol blue mamaruru kamo mu regamil adra Shabal lo naigal plant regamil kamo spe alcohol elak na reidom tirada dois makmura da dois egim sa igal renewables se ti iga man mring el mamara makase atara siru lig me kierbi tara blue France 80% of power of France are nuclear. E Russia nga bital dire 80% are nuclear. E kami rada do isa de nuclear. What's going on? Me question to rise gida se. Ngan minister kama ma angkora sele lokor berang me promise ase mo help premier nga idam natter de 100 million mer tialo sen damage makase oi tira ungil. Di tira de justify kami melula ka call.
I see.
Como mas kama ila help program na tel malam hindi kami adiri ng stoba ul tel man mang ako sa akmal ulit kami ko maklol blue eh mal to ka scientist kami please am on a nuclear la ngara plant tertilul quadre la ako sim please am on ela mo lula ko lagi mal abula radra tay heyol ruru I mean you know we have to talk about these things, and then either other bela I think we should be open minded. Ngal aircraft carrier nggak orta nuclear power plant.
I see.
It's a power plant that produces 1,100 megawatts.
Every fuel every 10 years or more.
Yeah. So I think the technology is there. We just have to be open-minded. Sila make decisions, we should make them based on science, data. I know, but
the oil-producing country. Are they for or against nuclear power?
Oh no, they're for it.
They're for it.
Well, at least Saudi, UAE, which and one of the things that UAE, and we signed 2 agreements. One was the double taxation agreement. Telang to kasi ay geluk shoba sumagis register akong balir bela ushoba Dubai ay geluk taxa ka mambigi pera buda ay gem pertida. Mageluk kim geluk shoba ka bela gem per bela. So that was one agreement that we signed.
Okay.
Ongeru investment protection agreement. Let's
go back. How do we benefit from that?
Well,
the San agreement
Aralin Merbela saying celebrate Bela, Malubel Lebora Dubai, Ashoba Tiragel, let's say Telcombale register the Bela. I get business at Tingar Bela, Aufti tax Trebela. I get business at Tingar Dubai, a taxer Dubai, they're taxer. That's the proposal say.
How are we doing with digital currency?
So, Halevic Saudi Tiel, only important. Only important tableau agreement. Kita so that attract investment from UAE in Merbela.
I see.
Kora sky example. Ngama uru tem ure tema bebera senators ma governors amno senators ungino ma diregal governor ang ayangan ma delegate Marino.
Oh, Marino.
Oh, ngama hotel mo tulger. But how many years more? Sell main area of Dubai.
Unknown caller.
All within the last 20 years. I mean, a population went from 2 million to 10 million. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Kami tu tel ke. Liu ko singay. Oh, dia lorai.
Oh, Mosubes.
Oh, mablasan norari raklugo, okay? Okay, sure. Yeah.
So, tiga, they invest. I get local high-end hotel. Ading are selbelu. Bulgari, Four Seasons. Edim second. Atlantis. I get most expensive hotel. Ablo are selbelu. So we want to attract them. Say, ela tira city, kama island paradise. Maybe some of you can come and invest in island resorts. Ang help ra. Ablumang. One of the things that the blood proving other yelbulu, the man would run an airline. Emirates Airline is one of the most successful and best airlines in the world. They went from like 0 to within 20 years.
Kami may serti the president.
So it's about building partnerships. So sigap SL investment.
Kamalagora mula say we welcome investors.
Yes.
A question I say. Yar other more talmen invested teatro at amom rulay kaludor. Lintenar mi del moram legal.
I see.
Dikiar ng lagay ngatiang the trainer tiru. Kuno mamlara Bangladesh ma Philippines.
Well, there's two things that get marul. One, of course, I get tell you get there other house. Kasi may pasra minimum wage. And suma aba ang lagay ang arbe la loro hotel. Yung naman de kalo si Saudi del ngil loro hotel akwa. I mean, it can be.
I see.
So that's wages are uktarayang. But the question was if we're going to get more hotel rooms, we're going to need more people. In fact, I was telling you about a study if we want to take a projection 750,000 tourists by 2030. That's too much. But anyway, that's the projection. We'll need 30,000 people who work in the tourism sector. Siguro di mas ka-idea was saying how many people you would need to expand the tourism. So the question was saying it has to be a combination. At the same time, kada nasa ududira other bela mo sa bail. Hindi ka bukuloro hotel Hawaii makwang. I see. Hindi ka bukuloro regel restaurant regel blue. They can come back home. Enjoy our balwa. Eda dakal developer ngimong. You know that's part of. But you gotta build a strong economy. You've gotta diversify the economy to provide a opportunity. Mo sa ilmu terme. Hindi ka say may lakateal. Giyadar mo layerteal. And that's part of this building relationships. Trying to build a relationship with Saudi, trying to build a relationship with UAE. Of course, there are new opportunities and maybe new investment that help para development travel. One of the things that just happened, of course, kadamla mo ursel since last tell the meet, imla mula air Nauru on December 1st. Sesel flight nga Nauru may. Di si Omura Brisbane, el momuliwa kara Nauru Marshall se bolabe merbela. Se egida already ngari se lugilen merbela. Let's say idea Australia say we want to help develop island se uksandar tourist kama malego. Slowly it's building. Dirigal endara ayagidele November start Ali Airlines from Singapore. Start the first flight a week. At the end of this month they more 2 flights a week. Yeah.
Mga somehow no milira the route via KwaZulu para Majuro and Ponape. Local newspaper was say the more flight more gigi. The quality dia dagi mo sa mo mara ticket mo mo again dia information is maggira gigi the best airline.
The malungit question I don't know where. I assume kasi kadiri mo online but I'm sure I got travel agent travel adiri kana lisa del more tiret la head per it. Area West Travel, Surangal Travel ma Palau Travel I think. And maybe Oyala shall help find that information. But still important tagal SL Airlines, SL routes in Miso Israel. Ela tigiler ngaria 2 other airlines at Soril Merbelo. One SL Royal Pacific Royal Philippine Airlines. Mo flyer at Taiwan and Merbelo. At the ordering flyer Taiwan and Philippine and Kaohsiung, Taipei, din sorry look extend the route to Tira Taiwan and Merbelo. Lagi tam dengan setiap China Airlines ordering muy, kada sa Taiwan sem to send a flight to dirigal degal chepe. So they're working on that.
Okay.
Gadirigal I just met with Cambodia Angkor Airlines. They're owned by the government of Cambodia. Tirige Semrial mo start regular flights, 3 flights a week. Omura February 3. And that will connect us to the world. The other thing that we're hoping for direct flights to Shabal. Shabal say maybe charter flights in March. But we're also asking Air Nugini say mem extend our flight to Merbela will continue in Shabal. And they're hoping to start summer. So again, the programs will help.
Had a bad experience with Nauru Airline. Talk like less stranded. The flight mo ngayon ko chin sama the tin and talang titiro Ngari other lo se Diaz tila now airline. It's been here before. They are reliable airline. Oh, mangiril me tuov de asasu mangi the route the port fly the cover get the route the lolgoy. At least we advertise it for I get the tour.
So just to help rather more.
I see.
I sell airline available owner Qantas.
Australia.
I think they own a local within 51%.
Oh.
Le company tiya normal na to dudir emnon mo dega dudir mang temle double partner la magala Qantas, so they run like a professional airline la mo dega luang ramol ko di
chef gal mo sorry mo arbo to danga ramal siro
na mo dega LYC and actually they're a well run airline because they have professional management. They run like a commercial airline.
Sera November 14, 2023, sola le World Diabetes Day in Palau. Sola aknora internet. Emno tigel wasa Palau is number 4 rank, number 4 rank
number 4. Oh, number 4.
Number 4.
Tim they saying mkit.
Oh, yeah. Nauru is number 1.
Nauru is number 1.
Oh, Samoa number 2, Vanuatu and then Palau.
Yes.
Although the NCD, again, other route that they are NCD, the Mugadalbu. The Mugadalbu maybe 90% that they are the Mugadalbu. Second Mugaram, the clean program.
Number one thing we need to do is exercise. And the second thing we need to do, stop smoking. Stop drinking. Masadara, umangal malaw, asukal. I mean, I got it all di I guess there was in rectedeling self told that the more mga higal de mga halkal. I see. I mean that's makit habit the blood develop. You know, we need to help people exercise. Maria tardos we dilil was maybe namoged was did over 7 hours, 1 hour get exercise time.
I see.
I don't know. So people can be healthier, you know. But I know there's a lot of programs. I get to NCD grants. Exercise that help out, and there are some that are working. Programs that help out reduce our weight.
I see.
But you know, I've always struggled with weight all my life, so I know how hard it is.
Somebody made a very good comment about you.
But we have to try.
Oh yeah. Mayor CNMI. Saipan, my mayor Timian, and they're related to me, so they gave me. They're living tonight. Camacho, Mayor Camacho, she and my Magagidele Aldin.
Alright. Oh.
So long they came here for fax banding. The Mlomesa, Gagidele
solid waste, yes.
The slaughterhouse. So they were very impressed. I said, clean up. That's the first thing they said. Clean up what? Graffiti on the walls and stop signs and everywhere. They made a very good comment about our country. Kami the President 32nd PIALA conference in Langit Palau. Palau le host 32nd PIALA conference. Librarians across the Pacific.
I see.
Yeah.
That's
how do we benefit from that?
Well, what the Tamil tourist.
Oh.
I mean, kita so other hosts many conferences that we can have. And of course, kita tingin was a library sa kota mukhaw tutorial el partra society. Tia storehouse of knowledge. And we have to continue to adapt. You know, ela Dr. Google ang gaya sa library. But they're also, they store the information. And you know, Blue Ramrigan sell most decorated the building in Blue Ramrigan. I'll find out what saying. It's the Library of Congress, Blue Ramrigan. The Thomas Jefferson Unumnaro say, Degal Gel Palace Abulshol. Gilad storehouse and knowledge Abulshol. So it's a reminder to us that we need to invest in libraries. We need to make, you know, because knowledge is power. If we want an Elon Musk Belau, that's where it's got to start. We gotta unlock that opportunity. Yeah.
vast majority of Palauans, other Belarusians, they are happy, they are satisfied with the Director of Public Safety, which is still off island. They don't know when it's going to be returning. And in the meantime, a performance, according to these people, they're not satisfied. What are you going to do about that?
I think they will all criticize. Ako trule nga sa siya Weekly Antonio for the 3 months yang acting director. I think he did a fabulous job. And you know, one of the things one of the advantages, and I got practice they send people on vacation, so it allows other people to grow. And if you want to develop people, some succession, some other more qualified and more leadership roles in the future, this is our opportunity. So instead of criticizing, yes, there's nothing that's perfect. Weekly did a fantastic job. The both of us say, Sula Weekly, acting director. Ela Chan Gabriel, Okla Angwangara.
And when Mutul Mebengeda, that's it, he's gone.
He's coming back in second week in January. But the point now, I know sometimes there's mistakes, it's not perfect. But I believe, for the most part, they're doing their job and they're doing the best that they have with the tools that they have and the equipment that they have and the personnel that they have. I know. Sa liga lagi mga dimisa tuta di complain mo kopsing. And let's be nice.
Oil.
Oil.
Exploration.
Yeah.
Are you for or against oil exploration?
So, nada question and I think I was at COP. Radio New Zealand oil exploration al area New Zealand makase tila sel mal backward de kadangara bitan matawdra end of the use of fossil fuels. New Zealand el partra Tahayol Island el bangel el Buledar Island asoril momis makase tila backward uldasu.
Tila masarundi.
But that's okay. Sometimes again mo do. A point there's other ways. Ngara capital Sili to ilo asen telang emek murte ase ndagi mo isrin di biska mo do del gire.
Tilagi de lang awil teletana. Mem gangay mel boch lo mesring la sen gas and oil. Isel find out el capringi and tumulo yara reserve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you can loan against it and take money against it. Exactly. I mean, so there's many ways to address this problem.
So you're going to do it?
Renewable energy. You know, we can look at alternatives. But most importantly, protected and creative ways addressing protect but at the same time help
question is, would you do it?
Allah already they just have to follow the law.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. PGST. Although the source flow PGST, that's supposed to be for the people or more government.
The malo el question agumrado ser ada mal sorim sa tel PGST. So kami uktasodia GRT ma import tax el mlarira before the replacing it of PGST. Whatever name you have, it's still tax. And what are tax el mara? Tax adola bel pertigilado el malamra kulara. Why say? Ataksa dolablo marayel green machine. Ataksa dolablo romagadra capital. Ataksa dolablo malu igal state government. That's ataksa helpra ISS and helpra pension. You know, That's where taxes go. I got to read the morak mungir. They got to level morak mungir. I know clo discussion on tax. I get I'm let purpose revise the tax system. I'm let clo commercial. The most important thing that the minister was saying. Get the other bela. They got to benefit the tax system. Let's say clo commercial, especially other out of blue, marabara. Clo company out of blue. A benefit. Get the other bela. They got to sell giran blingle. So what did we do? We came up with a more efficient tax system. That's PGST. Okay? So there are question. Naniya telgib nga sa aklela ara klalo. I agree. Hindi klolo nga sa klalo alu ma other reasons why am mas ara klalo. In fact, Trump padrigam na TV hose. Aktit mo reconnect sel pipeline mo sel web tara lalu mo sel change ara laga klalo lamas because ara lalo ang ilas. I'm sorry. Other they blame it at PGST. Indeed, that's not the issue. I issue inflation problem. So we revise the tax system. El tida amle purpose. Ngirel fair, equitable. So also makangara ngayon maluba kangara order. The amount of tax on fair gira klalo this issue. The old system that we had was every time motor takalo you pay another 4%, another 4%. Matial tax amle cascading. Ela sel arangala tax 10% is that's it. Degal mutul additional. Leng ngel sel hindi more 10% sel value mle adal mortel ala taklalo. Mang sea amle first part say. Ongeru sel tax reform adrelil wase for the first time in 78 years. I think 78 years dimla ka shobal pera profits tax. Ara adro gulo reor a pera income tax.
What's it?
What's it? This shobay, asem lo shobay, edi mo owners store gaw, kadi mala seringi, edi ang petak seringi. That's an unfair system. Give the role contribute to mortal blue, gira del pay. So finally, Asurangal and Sons are now is paying a profits tax. Oi, they got sorry other Asurangal and Sons had paid, but responsibility together government together so everybody should contribute to the well-being of Telbulu. So I know was told Shoba complain, and that's their right to complain, but no more time is really fair to it. Now the more self-benefit side, first of all you can launch yourself child subsidy. What you say? Say more trial, so much per child. Ongero, engari sel social assistance subsidy mera next year. More tigela gigarel shobay. Again gigarel shobay, under 50,000 amount. They exempt arogul to koy. We just tell them go file a license, per a license el 100 tala, ebom collect benefits in the year. What you say? If our revenue got 50,000 or less, and then engel المسوقرة 15,000 or less ang usel arrewal tax ringi el peri 6% income for the first 8,000 and 10% above sel 8,000 almu to return mo ringela. So let me just use an example. Kida we kadamal focus at PGST abay kida focusing on say kida makarada help para other belal mo ila clarity. So what did we do? Last year ikadamle raise ra do the other government must state by $60 per payday. El alir ang niluted $60 per payday. Say equivalent and more at $3,000 per year. Actives ka example. Adam masugura minimum wage nga state government level. Amil sugura $7,000 say a minimum ludo there before. El al time and masugura through iltelay. Not only that, he's gonna get his tax back. What you say? Abo makalculator sell benefit balu ngela da medem la da bala ududel. En ese khotru toy le kita yedem lisi este hotel mringelo ngara baram lop to train merba. What you say? Le tel dollar mengel mali gorte ko tangarian merba. So I think that sometimes we get katakumal more wrapped up and then ngare dire ngare audo ngare audas ngara serta se to reduce the level of PGST. Makase ngaram ka to reduce ring. Also mga extra udodol me, etang help brother belaw. Kitel subsidize ra dengi. O siga udodol al mora pension, o siga udodol mora SS. Saya gira tan beruri. Tila reduce ri, ang reduce ra dolari ra tourist. Ana mo reduce ra dolari ra tourist. Reduce ra dolari ra drang odoblu. Ana mo reduce ri. Tial tax system ri, tiang aman wa other belaw mo got. That's what it should be. That table what. Mga mamdul marger o rula o sigrara help ra other belaw. You know ngari tiyan maldi al bulad you know, so what are you doing about it? Kadi masawa niya deka solution. We have solutions. That's the solution. Kadunga udodra tial el economy tial grow dra balwad un me siurin mara other belaw. That's the way the tax should work.
Okay.
So
next hard question. Back funding. Atluloy de brera blua pula say. Sel budget ramrigere rabel supitringia Biden. Ra blura masho ma FSM nara ansil segi del budget.
Tinamla tiabloy.
Magara.
Ndia pilsa.
Oh, blat tiabloy.
Ah, ndia kan diwel.
Is it true?
It's not true.
Kami sodi.
Ako tulu ule budget Biden kita sign agreement rame. Cancel budget rin bled submitting in more Congress. Bled submitting di problema. Kita rogo amle included the sel budget. Bled submitting Biden. Andi Congress Amerika kaya tara lakawat mandi ka budget. Katang supplemental. So under a supplemental abela dingwa 2 million. I see. Under sel compact agreement the first year kadang Ahmed 40 million no sera government pa 50 million almost is bra trust fund. So sige dada dong ariri. Ekadam no mereka October 1st edim nakat pas ra budget edim nga supplemental. Au kalangal tanga teriya Marshall ma FSM akan pak tertira 3 milak pedel 80 million ma 50 million every year anyway. Masira ba supplemental nga udo di lolari. Ndi waigi der sira dong akan pak 2010. Remember September kamala 13 million. Sira ba supplemental sa di million man maran may 8 years dong ira Obama told obvious ma Trump emrosel el pasa budget en emrosel hari audu me lagi dak me ngara same issue lang Republicans are refused to pass a budget. So we tried several avenues lengari budget they're not passing it. Di ngari sil National Defense Authorization Act gadam net trial lang sa tial compact say mumlo ding mlo work it out in time mlo seven. So sel latest sel supplemental budget tam sa odra although mar Ukraine, although mar Israel, although border protection, egal kan pak traya kaldel belu angar al selse. Hindi ko na sel ay so sing miloita bela miloita sungko ngara supplemental and 2 million America restra belu close supplemental. So I think sige da amle with understanding it. Di tia imol package Biden amle submit ri oni tia se mo tu tia supplemental. Ela da portial supplemental Republicans adrigo mandalo así kama ma somal al simil tiral border Democrats así le tiago adegal sea fight ma latest I don't know what the latest is india last truk le news mara lobbyist trigida amriga así tuk namo kagwat e así berebo do Christmas madami aya etira así namo te kaudo do Ukraine tira mo sa Putin at take over Ukraine come on kami kam decide get together decide ri hindi tel kam pakta nga asel together package. So we're hoping process and momra hindi kan berat to and then ado dong leo sa America has to pass a budget by next January. So they're still working on their budget among anyway.
Digital residency how are we doing?
You know I think that's one of the success Dekadesang niya diomel. Mlamo 14,000 digital resident traveler vela. Last yim checking ngara 80 to 90 other register every day. So siya mstra credit tigel market tel luldas marado maraga digital residency. What we need to work on additional products, services that provide them more like digital corporate registry. All of those things will help look increase the revenue. Gida so more Estonia. Estonia was earning $50 million a year from that program. Gida malangal tangat per se, but there's still more we have to do. Continue lo siga at the improver sella. Like the stable coin, corporate registry, another thing I'll introduce you. Set up a corporation. Set up a corporation maybe only 10% sell actual size of a corporation and work with them that they would pay in tax, give them rebates, and they can use that money. Sell concept and more FSM, and they can use that money to develop sustainable initiatives like renewable energy or other things. So we have to continue to explore and use technology.
Whether we like it or not, the President Palau, I may be wrong. They call it GCash. Is it GCash?
GCash.
Yeah. Read it to cashier. So we accept GCash. So
like digital.
Oh.
Oh, it's Dimralme.
Dimralme. Koram not to give it.
Why say I know.
Because when I don't understand it, I said, until you prove it to me that it's working and there's no problem with it. The elak para huliping so that we accept GCash. Oh, remember say another form of payment. I call coins saman namo father some nam klalo breo the.
Bring a lot of transport.
I say.
All of them mo daga 1 cent, ma $1 I gal bang arbela. Tiga daga sulu nga may gal mel tial freighting ok bring I gal udo. You know, we have to think futuristic. I think a lot of times sports 1969. 2023.
Kamamel old school. Dirgam CC Agramras community and society. Take more got to talk about rings. No, in the clone other Kamama Tamanga say like a pastor congress ma. Or Moratel Blue. So long as Tirgel come old school, I make him understand. Instead of I say, teach me, I say, I don't like it. That's how we look at things. It's more take your time and educate us to point.
Example, they had me talking to a youth forum a UAE. So set up a school. A graduate degree at UCLA, and I took a class called Family Business. And interestingly, families going from first generation to second generation, 50% fail, and when they get to third generation, 90% fail. Families at Tamokakwat, and a lot of times, ngel founder tial el business, adekal si el merengel next generation mun take over.
I see.
Mensual di rugodari. Mang set up a school in 1992. The first as a family galado. And one thing I credit Radha Madala. Ali 1992 it was a moral. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to let the younger generation do it. Yes, they're gonna fail, they're gonna make mistakes. But there's nothing wrong with that. That's how you learn. That's how you get up. You get better. Don't be afraid to support them. I know. Sometimes they get a sort of let go.
I see.
And you know, even maradak mo na kasi. Tiga other hobbies ko tiga di bigyan hindi ka mo atara a retiree le ko makasi. Hindi ka help ka ma say yalu ka yang ita kay nga sel el help to get better.
We still do that.
Yeah.
More influence it to go backwards. Then bring understand that the best digital world instead of educating myself to be able to understand degree to a master's degree, bachelor's degree. Both educated. Papa, sometimes you just hush and listen to us. Sorry, but that's how they look.
You know, just the other day, ngari kaya el buigal mlet muro obisra. Kamal kaya el buigal maybe it looks like he's in his maybe 20s, 30s. Sada Bitcoin, buigal bela. And giving us these proposals, you know, they understand. They was impressed. They was saying, oh, I'm not telling you the sharing a very example. So, and the more inspired, I say, the more excited, I think, to understand, I got toy, somebody else, you know, try to find ways and benefit from them. And you know, that's we should be open. We should be open to new ideas. Of course, proceed with caution, but malaki the malimis a lot.
I see.
Yeah.
Are you pro-environment? Meaning?
I mean, that's make sure it should be better than what we received it.
Sounds like you're pro-environmentalist. A previous president
you get the balance.
I see.
At the end of the day, Ingirial help also clear other bela. We have to balance protection and production. That was grant Southern Andrew Steer, Bezos Foundation, Akmulase. Two things. Yomara protection, but most important, sustainable management, rather view. But at the same time, encourage a production, a sustainable production, develop a local fisheries, but other bela benefit from blue bela. So you know, one of the things that Victor O'Neill develop a new fishing port, Mosera fishing port a processing facility and all of that. So that's a program with the World Bank, SPREP. You know, these are projects of how to develop and build up food systems, food security, but at the same time, and get a benefit to other bello.
I see.
Other bello. Get them to benefit to other bello.
SS. Defined benefit. Seguido das terceiro matéria last time que we saw there say get it in mura defined contribution.
So nga ka mura sel dungura SS. It's a social program. So say no matter what the government abon mo song sa government gino lang maluri. Let's say ngo sa then it should be a defined benefit. Hindi la pension is an extra income. It should be ayal lang ayabo molay. So that's defined.
Defined benefit lang sa ayab lang ako molay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defined contribution. Defined benefit
ayal mo lang.
Define selbo molari.
Oh.
Ndakan maral wasan telam liliang selbo molari adi kaltuk mo molari lang. Ngira ngari sel no matter what ka malari. Ngira mal selba akla. Mang kira wal tablo system rida pension ma SS ek med kay sisiu. Hindi ay mo dekan mo takal tablo. Actims ka example social security real chitsa tapos sa temlang song sa 14 million last year. Kita two things adorul. Gira del lomdoi será del urior, lomdoi saududir. Mo claro contributing in more SS, mun tia deficit el kita mlewil to adoruli. Kada mle make sure am odara donga saududir mo donga se $50. Di tia mlo lang ala karsel uksel o tukur tia el blai. Mungira del lo siga odoro magegari. That should be the approach.
Okay, President, approaching a 1 hour, man ko ati mere that time one more question. Sel blind mom ko oringi na matpang sing ngaral blay sing old age center school ngorang ani sel.
Oh yeah. There other matpang amle I think they're calling it a cultural center for them.
Walang aral ministry.
Hindi, siya tuksa adangat pa.
Oh, adangat pa.
Oh.
I see. Kamu na kung ngitsel ngar korabe.
Yes. Ngar bebula. Aget, yeah.
Okay. Ngar ngia kegarel atel le tigar ngin lama.
Bertol warrior.
So lang mo sa maral investigation ngi kora di loiter atra.
Yeah, no, umrah ser bulis sa umrah warrior ngi kita tidak bulis betul warrior.
Okay. Well, sige dam lelas ka question of president no taxi ka man bre that time.
Kita no de katanga kolera blue. Pere manex.
Oh.
Pere manex sa dala kolera blue. Ele kadam la ngwa wana. Di mali one month da mutel me. Ali kadam amru tell every month. Ngara sel dai triya del men dostera.
14 each month.
Yeah. So January what? It's a Thursday.
January 18?
18 January. Okay, ngida president mla rulitial program ngida lo grata WFM. Aki mo make sure mo make sure lo say tel ngrel vela WSGB or the 8 AM
on our switch.
The joint broadcast le sepan CC la AM band reach ra sorol mat obey ma blue la can reach that far. Make sure that we'll inform them about the schedule. So.
Badik radon simur kung yadik tu sese.
Bon.
Gotru le kida man mera sula tele radar bela. البلال بس كده الدغل ورو لا درخ. أبو مرال واسي كذا ما نقل تنقل البلو. منا مكلورم ميوم كذا نتمغل لو يبقى كوفيد. كذا منا نتمغل هوسترا Ocean Conference which was amazing. Mga kasi kadam la yebagya PGS team utarragal el tangar alset. Egyptial la yebagya kam pakteri. Dirigal mewdo dandi at least agreement na umrek. Kada mnat magal el mrula agatogol gagarosel toy especially se buna togora school. Including our parents, our sensei, our principal, and not mage. They made big changes, they made sacrifices, but we did it together. Mga malding arting mal mereka sudah other bela or ate al blal beskid makloreng artir gidat makloror al merela. Man mal malongi trak lang al tanga tamabud mabaltigereng artir especially during this holiday seasons. Matial maral merra.
I see.
Yadiri kat sokalogi utial teal yoni tu ase. Era almerang election year. Egida Mr. Diaz tuli kida mormurt. Legida serada declare mormurt 4 years ago or 3 years ago. Amna urugula da se katangari until kadomol me finish aurere.
Officially declare el mormurt no president Pablo Palau. Is that what I'm under?
Ko kado ay serada bela lo ase. Kita amor mort.
Okay.
Elen ser klamri adreng argid. Long asura adar belau. Gado der siankle. El mut el olngitre warrak lo dagal urior. Ngo titra adar belau mokot.
Okay. Ali amalungil message Imelda, can you come and put this back?
We have the same password, so you can.
Anyway, ikaw nga outside in May. And Brenga Sulem, I wish you a happy birthday.
Oh.
No,
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Is they'll support you again. He's really supporting you for another term. We have done a lot for us.
Yeah, Nabes announced another one. Yaman to. Gadadiri gamlara Europe Minister of State rigid amno sel sign or sel. Oda. Amno sel mong interbola senkyo. Ang mo yigiden mo 100, I think 193rd dala Interpol.
We forgot about that.
Yeah. Ese hotel clor toiling. You know, for all these years, and dala Interpol. I didn't know. Mal beata boda. Ask you, I said, fill an application and please join. So 193 countries rablulat, other Interpol, and they share information.
Namo dia ka mi silmet dia kam das lelbet dia
Exactly.
dia tui.
Sige da.
Namo so is per sele police
You know, because security rabluat akto tutre.
I say.
Hindi ka dong trer. Tokar adal me kita di open a border sige kita tourist as LD as long as they have a round trip ticket and in Berbelo. Hindi ka require a visa.
I see.
So, get respect, get rogol el dool protect the border sige.
Okay, gagida Olgreen ira gagida say thank you Mr. Tulik malungi la show. I believe Mr. Surang president for another term. Yeah. He believe you should go for another term, and then he just announced it. Say, el mutel mormur, tati el mutlimum na esi rumud. Diung greetings, happy holiday, Mr. Honorable President and Mr. Tulik. Blessings. My questions is to President.
We will be getting tax refunds.
Oh, yeah, we'll be getting a tax refund.
I see. April.
For all workers.
For all workers. Okay, we're getting a tax refund for all workers in the Republic of Palau.
Just a question.
Tax refund.
Right now, Allah kasi 15,000 in below. And the Gumra was a more endraye, Kodome Saigel collection sergid. Hopefully, say that a table increases that amount.
See.
Yeah, because let's help as many people as possible.
I see.
Now, they're going to talk about 15,000 out there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we try to see how many we can accommodate, and then at least they get something. And then same thing with child subsidy. Same like 15,000 limit. Dimle 1,000 qualify under that, so we don't need to raise that amount. So, ayagida don't mock. Sige da kuloni. Don't tell PGST me at the help other bela. Other bela got. I think the last question is more local workers, the more other bela. Other bela only. Mendekal bora rogul other rogul.
President be kutat te ale gureng asule mo mamra dararak. And that al mokasweseng la 2024. Ti gureng asule mo spem no pon kamam ngarak lo reng men la time. Mal ko mo bring la ba bon diga tim la kamit tamam.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Tesoro makatatra kau makatatra beluas. Marada bela rogui.
Volva